Okay guys, so you've got it put together, and let's see how quick a person can do this by themselves. Last time, it took me 15 minutes from the roof of the Can-Am to having all our gear in it. But I'll be honest, I had my son with me and he was distracting me half the time. So let's see kind of here in a real world scenario upstairs what this looks like. I mean, honestly, you'd have a ground mat here that would go under it, but let's kind of see what we're up against. And I want to give you guys a list of pros and cons kind of this thing versus what we used to do. Because we used to have a motorhome that we would go camp in, and I loved the motorhome, don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun, but I did not love coming home from camping in it for, you know, a few nights and spending basically the next day cleaning everything up and getting everything unloaded out of the fridge. And it was just a lot of work. I mean, a day prep to go is what I kind of felt like, filling water and everything like that. And there was something always to work on or loosening up, and then, you know, a day coming back. So this is just a lot simpler and why we like it a little better. But you guys will notice here, I'm just kind of lining these up. They got a little bungee in them. So you just line them up and then they just suck themselves together. And this is the framework. So those are all put together. Now you'll come in and you'll set that framework into these eyelets all on one side. Okay, there's one side there. And just doing the same thing over here. Now, sometimes it'll roll underneath this edge, and if it does that, you just gotta do that. Okay. All right, and there is that portion. Now we're not done quite yet. Got to grab the Rainfly frame. That's just a little frame that goes in above these larger windows. And this is a Four Seasons tent here, so we've got 3 layers to get through. There's the outside layer, and you've got this netting here. It is a middle layer, and then you've got your base layer. Okay, and we just have this tucked in right here. If you take and kind of flip it upside down or inside out, you can see right where that track is in the fabric. You just feed that through into the eyelet over here. Push up on it, give it a little stretch, and straight into your other one. There you have it. Go over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Okay, that's it. I mean, obviously on a windy day, just like any tent, you'd have points here that you anchor down with the provided pegs, and then there's some straps and stuff that are adjustable there to be able to take up the tension. So you could either, you know, attach rocks or pound those in the ground or whatever. We've never had to do that though. We've always stayed in it and everything has always been great. But pros and cons. So Pros of this thing, sets up super quick, goes down super quick, bedding's in it, sheets are in it, pillows are in it, 2 people comfortably. We've done our family in this thing of 4. I've got 2 boys that are really small. Me and my wife are pretty small. I'm, about 6 feet tall. My wife is about 5'5", and my boys are really young, 4 and 7 years old. So we've done 2 nights in this thing where it was pretty much, pretty tight, I'll be honest with you, but we made it happen. So our other tent that we have is a Coleman, and it's a 4-person that is more square than this. So it'll fit more people and everything, but it didn't have all our gear and everything in there. So when we use that, we have to like roll up a memory foam mattress, and I like to be comfortable. This has got a 4-inch mattress built into it. That one we have to take separately. So it's just separate gear. By the time I get that tent, all of our sleeping bags, all of our pillows separate, and our mattress and stuff in there, it's just a lot more work. So this is just super convenient. And now we have 2 2-seater Can-Ams, and we can fit 2 of these on 1 4-seater as well. So it only being around 30 pounds. They advertise 25, but with all our gear and everything, it's around 30, maybe 35 pounds per tent. So even with 2 of these, we're well under the specs of what those machines can handle and what you could put safely on the top of your car or SUV. So pretty dang handy. I wish that they did make these a little bigger, but I have heard rumors in the next 2 years they're going to come out with a version of this same length but slightly wider. I don't think it's going to be by much. They're talking about adding maybe 4 inches to it. Obviously that's going to add some weight. I wouldn't think it'd be significant, but it'd be nice. I'm not going to wait 2 years to buy one. I've already got 4 of these or 5 of these here. But if you're thinking about that and that's an absolute con for you, then it is what it is. But yeah, I think that's pretty awesome as far as a comparative between the 2. Even with my cot that I have, I've got a pretty good sized cot. It weighs about 20 pounds with all my gear and everything. So for not much more weight, and honestly, not much more size. I mean, by the time I get a cot and a sleeping bag and a pillow and everything all laid out, it's about this same size, and I don't have anything over me. So I feel like this is a great option if you're going to do lightweight, simple camping like what we're doing. If not, go find yourself something else. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, comments, or anything like that, would love to hear some feedback on it. Dimensions on this are listed all over their website, and they've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you buy this thing and you just don't like it, within 30 days you can package this thing back up, send it to them, and get your money back. So they stand behind their products, and I know you guys will like it. But if for some reason you could see any improvements that you'd like, this is a company that's always looking to improve, and they've got a lot of other cool products that you might want added to this. Or if you've seen something that man, I'd really like and buy this if it had it, let us know, and we will pass it along to them so they can continue to make good improvements on their stuff for future customers.